Tryambakam yajamahe sagandim pushtivarana urvarukamiva bandhana mrityurmukshiyamamritato. Namaste. Now we're exploring using yoga techniques to help you as you try to achieve your goals, whether they're outward goals or inward goals. And it's time for a very important ingredient of this process, which is partnering with God as you pursue your goals. There are many reasons to do this. We need all the help we can get, for one thing. It's more fun with God. It's much sweeter when you have that kind of a connection with Spirit. But beyond all that, there's the simple reality, as the Bhagavad Gita says over and over again, we're not doing anything. Whatever happens in our lives is really God moving through us. And partnering with God is about getting to the place where we have a much deeper understanding, not in the mind, but in a very visceral way of God flowing through us, that whatever we do, it is Spirit that is doing it, and that we're doing it together. Now the question becomes, how do you partner with Spirit, even if it is an established fact already that God is doing everything? How do we have that feeling? And it's not a complicated thing, it's not an esoteric thing. Just get into the feeling of working with God, talk with God. Feel that whatever you do with God, not for God, not to please God, but simply you do it as you would do anything with a friend, just for the joy of doing it with a friend. You'll also be much more successful in what you do, because when you partner with Spirit, what you're doing is you're partnering with reality as it is, and much more energy can flow through you. So as we do our practice today, let's have that as our orientation, that we're doing this in partnership with God. That God, whatever we do, it is God flowing through us, it is God doing it with us. And taste that sweetness, taste the enjoyment of having this divine friend with you at all times. When we practice the asana affirmations, feel that the quality that you're affirming is a gift from God, a gift to help you in your life, help you do whatever it is you need to do, and in our case here, help you achieve your goals. So let's begin our practice now. Corey is going to be our assistant today. Please come into a comfortable sitting position. Straight spine. Sitting in a chair if you prefer. Don't feel you have to sit cross-legged. Keep the chest lifted, the belly relaxed. We're going to do some Nadi Shodhanam, alternate nostril breathing. Bring the right hand into what's called Vishnu Mudra, the first two fingers of the right hand down to the palm. And when we're inhaling through the left nostril, we'll close the right with the thumb. We'll hold both nostrils closed in between inhalation and exhalation. When we exhale, we'll relax the nostril that was closed before. We'll take the next inhalation through that same nostril, right in this case. Hold both, exhale through the left. It's a wonderful back and forth, feeling like you're pouring water from one glass into another, back and forth, just mixing our consciousness with the consciousness of God. So let's begin. Again, if it's uncomfortable to fold your fingers down to the palm, just place them at the point between the eyebrows. Sitting up straight, close the eyelids and lift the gaze slightly beyond horizontal. And close the right nostril with the right thumb. And let's inhale through the left nostril. Let's do a count of 6. Inhaling. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Continue on your own. Inhale left. Hold and exhale right. Just use whatever count feels right to you. But keep the inhalations and exhalations equal. If you want to hold the breath a little bit longer than that, please feel free. But do keep the inhalations and exhalations equal. Again, just feel you're pouring energy, pouring partnership back and forth from glass to glass. Just feeling that divine power, divine presence, the loving presence, mixing with your consciousness. Very simple but very profound breathing technique. And as you finish your next exhalation, when it's through the left nostril, you'll have completed a round. Just relax the right hand down to your lap and sit quietly, eyes still raised. Remember, carry on that conversation with the divine. God is in you. It's not out there somewhere. There's no distance to be overcome. Just speak and listen. Now let's open the eyes once again. Let's begin to warm up the body a bit here. Bring the left hand down by the left hip. Let's inhale, right arm up, stretch tall. Exhale, slide out, slide the left hand out over to the side. Inhale up, slide it back in, and bring the right hand down by right hip. Other side, inhale up, and slide out. Inhale up, and slide back. Again, the original side, up, and over. Back up to center. And again, just feel God is doing this with you. If you can feel His power moving your body, moving your breath, it's not you at all. One last side here. And just close the eyes and let the body soften. Okay, let's come up onto our knees now. We're going to do a lunging position. Open up the hips a bit. Step the left foot way far forward. And come into lunging position here with the knee ending up directly over the ankle. Just let the pelvis settle down. You can interlace fingers on the thigh, or if you prefer, you can have hands on either side of the foot on the floor. Just let the pelvis settle down. Open up the hips. Especially focus on the front of the right hip as we hold this position. Let it open up. One more breath. Good. And let's inhale, straightening the left leg. Bring the hands just below the hip joint and come forward with a straight spine. Keep the back of the neck long, belly open, and breathe. Just getting a nice long back of the left leg. Ready for our asana practice. And let's inhale up and step the left foot back, joining left knee to right. Let's inhale the right foot forward. Exhale into lunge on this side. Again, just settle down, breath by breath. See if you can release a little bit more with each exhalation. It's amazing sometimes how much unneeded tension we hold in the body that we can just let go and soften a bit more perfectly safely. And then let's inhale up, straightening the right leg. Exhale forward to the straight spine, out over that leg. Not important how far forward you come with the torso. What's important is just a consciousness of having a straight spine. There's no gain in bending the spine just now. We'll bend it soon enough. Let's focus on the back of the leg. And let's inhale up and come up to a standing position. We're going to do some cat-cow stretches, opening up the spine here. The spine is where we really feel the divine presence within us. It's just that more central part of who we are. So let's warm up the physical spine, and in so doing, warm up the energy or astral spine as well. Bend over, palms on the thighs, spine straight. And as you inhale, lift the tailbone and arch through the spine. Open the chest, lifting the head. As you exhale, round back behind, bringing chin to chest. Dropping the tailbone. And inhale, lifting tailbone and opening the front of the body. Exhaling, rounding back behind. Just continue at your own pace, the way your breath wants to flow. And notice any parts of the spine that are a little less aware of, perhaps a little less flexible, and unless you're protecting it from an injury, just spend a little extra time there. See if you can get some more flexibility there, more openness. One more breath. And on your next inhalation, straighten back up to standing position. Let's come into Tadasana. And close the eyes as we focus now on going into our asana practice. Really feel an additional element of God being with you, and especially as we do the asana affirmations, feel that the quality that you're affirming is just a gift from Spirit. Let's do Garudasana, eagle pose. Shift your weight onto the left leg, wrap the right foot around. You can rest it on the floor if you like, or like Corey, lift it off the floor. Bring the left arm up in front and wrap the right arm underneath and around, palm to palm. Okay, if that doesn't work, if you're not able to bring the palms together, just hold opposite shoulders. That's perfectly fine. Or the backs of the hands together. And keep the breath flowing. Feeling like you're wrapped around that central passageway of energy in the body, the astral spine. It's where the real spiritual work takes place. Where Spirit's presence is very palpable. Silently affirm, at the center of life's storms, I stand serene. And let's release the arms and stretch open, release the leg, come back to Tadasana. Let the body soften. Lift the gaze behind closed eyelids. Again, just do the asanas with Spirit. Ask, how should I do this? How can I do this in a way that will align me more with you? Let's shift the weight to the right leg. Wrap the left around. Right arm up in front. Left wraps underneath and around. Feel that divine partnership with you at the center of life's storms. Find that serenity of spirit. That serenity in spirit. One more breath. And let's release. Inhaling open, exhaling back to Tadasana. Close the eyes and just go inside with eyes closed. It's often easier to feel God's presence. We're not so distracted. All right, let's do Parsvottanasana, side stretching pose. Step the right foot back a short distance. Left leg is straight. You can bring the hands behind you. If it works for you to bring the palms of the hands together, please do that. Or hold on to opposite elbows. Or you can even bring the hands together in front. Let's inhale. Exhale with the spine remaining straight out over the left leg. Keep the breath flowing. A couple breaths, really lengthen the spine here. You're pressing back through the left hip and lengthening forward through the spine. With the next exhalation, let yourself slide down completely into the completed pose. Just allow the magnetism of the fingers to move energy through the spine to the brain, directing it as you silently affirm, I offer myself fully into the flow of grace. I offer myself fully into the flow of grace. And let's bend the left knee, inhaling, reach up, step the back foot forward, exhaling into Tadasana once again. Just feel that flow of grace. You haven't left it by coming out of the pose. You've just connected with it. And now it's with you at a deeper level. Let's do the other side of the asana. Step the left foot back this time. Right leg, both legs straight. Bring the hands either behind or in front as you wish. Inhale. Exhale, long spine as you come forward. Keep the belly open, the chest open. In no hurry here. We're just about lengthening the spine until we soften fully into the asana. One more inhalation. Get it really long. And then exhale and release fully. Complete the pose. Complete your connection with divine grace. Silently affirming, I offer myself fully into the flow of grace. The spine lengthening, opening. And let's bend the knee and inhaling, reach up, step forward. Exhaling, relax to Tadasana once again. Close the eyes. Just feel that easy partnership getting deeper and deeper. Let's bring it into a pose that takes a little bit more effort. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1, step the right foot far back. You can have the foot so entirely on the floor or the heel pointing directly behind. Drop into a deep lunging position. Back of the right thigh lifting. Inhale, sweep the hands up, chest up, gaze up. Keep the breath flowing smoothly. Feel like you're uniting your will in doing this pose with divine will. Invite God's power into your life, silently affirming, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. And let's inhale. Reach up, step forward. Exhaling, relax back to Tadasana. Let the body soften. Let's feel that on this second side of the pose, you're going to attune a little more sensitively to divine will, feeling power of spirit flowing through you. Let's step the left foot way back this time. A nice long stride, bending the right knee out over right ankle. Nice deep lunge once again. If you don't lunge as deeply as Corey does, that's fine. Just do what you can do, but don't be afraid to challenge yourself and call on God's help to be with you, to do this pose through you. Let's inhale. Sweep the hands up. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. It's all about you and God. There's nothing else happening here. Silently affirm, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. And next inhale, let's reach up and step forward. Exhale to Tadasana once again. Let the body soften. Soften into the flow of spirit, moving through your life. Let's come down onto the knees for Parigasana, gate pose. Step the left foot out to the side. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, sliding over. Don't drop weight onto the left leg. Just keep the leg pushing up, lifting you. Bring the arm over in line with the spine. Just feel that flow of prana in the spine, especially the upward current, as God's presence within you, as God's joy within you. Just lifting you up and over to the side. One more breath. And inhale, reach tall. Exhaling back to Tadasana on your knees. Close the eyes and just enjoy the flow of prana up and down the spine. This pose especially exaggerates, accentuates the upward flow on the inhalation. So as we do the second side, I'm going to try to tune into that upward flow of energy in the spine. Let's step the right foot out to the side. If the toes don't come down to the floor, that's fine. Just leave them off the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhaling, reaching over to the side, opening up. And you're opening to a deeper experience of the joy that's already within you, the presence of God. Let's do this pose with spirit, silently affirming, waves of joy surge upward in my spine. Let's inhale, reach tall. Exhaling, step the knees back together once again. Close the eyes and just enjoy that continuing presence. And let's open to that presence a bit more with camel pose, Ustrasana. You can have the heels of the palms in the back, rim of the pelvis, fingers pointing down to help you keep the pelvis tucked. And you can keep the hands there throughout, as I will if you like. Or Corey will come into a deeper version of the asana as you wish, either one. Let's inhale up and over the top, lifting, lengthening, opening, never sagging. If the neck gets tired, bring the chin to the chest. Silently affirm. With calm faith, I open to thy light. with calm faith, I open to thy light. Just how can you feel a partnership in this asana? It's so palpable with the heart spread open. Just invite God's presence in there. One last breath. And let's release now. Inhale, stretch both arms up overhead, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, come into extended child pose. Dropping the hips back on the heels, arms out overhead on the floor. Just relax in a child pose briefly here. Let the back side of the body get stretched out. And let's begin to pour this awakened energy more and more into the brain, up the spine to the brain. We're going to do an inversion now. Halasana, the plow pose. If you've never done this pose, please do what I'm going to do instead, which is downward facing dog pose. And then go on our website. You can find the instructional video for plow pose. Because there are some safety considerations that I'd really like you to keep in mind. So if you've never done that, please don't make this your first time. All right? So Corey is with his shoulder on the blanket, head off the blanket, and he'll lift the legs to the vertical position and then over the top, coming over. Feet down to the floor, you'll interlace the fingers and roll onto the tops of the shoulders a bit more, and keeping the spine long. If you're doing downward facing dog, inhale and press back through the tailbone, knees straight or knees a little bent as you need to in order to keep the spine straight. Either case, feel this fully inverted spine like Corey has, or a partially inverted spine like you have in downward dog. Feel that helping the flow of energy go to the brain. Silently affirm, new life, new consciousness now flood my brain. New life, new consciousness now flood my brain. One more breath. And let's gracefully come out now. Under control, rolling back onto the floor. Just if you did halasana, just stay here for our next pose. We'll use the same blanket arrangement. If you were doing downward facing dog, then please do the blanket arrangement so your shoulders will be on the blanket, head will be off the blanket. We're going to do Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. So let's bend the knees and slide the feet in toward you. And just have the hands resting at your sides. And tuck the pelvis under. And as you're ready, on an inhalation, press the feet into the floor and lift the hips up, belly up, opening up, interlace fingers underneath the body and roll onto the tops of the shoulders a bit more. Okay, if your lower legs aren't quite vertical, you might want to step the feet out just a little farther, as Corey's doing. And press the backs of the arms and the back of the head into the floor, lifting and opening up the chest. Opening up the throat as you press the head into the back of the floor. Just allow the life force to pour to the brain. Silently affirm, I offer every thought as a bridge to divine grace. I offer every thought as a bridge to divine grace. And let's slowly release, under control. Let the body soften. And you can gracefully take the blankets out from underneath you. We're going to do one more asana before we do a little deep relaxation. We'll do fish pose, Matsyasana. So from the supine position, bring the hands underneath the buttocks, palms down, and elbows in close to your side. As you're ready, press sit bones into hands and elbows into the floor, lifting up, resting only a light bit of weight in the back corner of the head. Keep your weight mainly on the sit bones and the elbows, legs active. Easy asana, but very profound expansion of consciousness. Feel like God is leading you to expand your consciousness in all directions. Silently affirm, my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. And let's release back into corpse pose. Let the body soften on the floor. Roll the palms open to the sky. Shoulders down away from ears. Back of the neck long. Close the eyes. Lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Feel yourself relaxing with spirit. It's like God is not just right beside you, but inside you, showing you how to relax, how to let go of the body, how to let go of the breath, how to let go of energy. Let go even of thoughts. Thoughts may still come. That's what the brain does. But you don't have to be there. Just put your concentration fully on the divine presence, showing you the way to go inside. Keep that sense of relaxation with you as you bring your awareness enough back to the body to move the limbs, the arms and legs a bit, and let the breath begin to deepen. Roll the head side to side. Bring the knees up, wrap your arms around them, squeeze them in, and roll left and right across your spine a few times. Just stay in that deeply relaxed internal place. Roll over to one side. And let your head be last to come up as you push back to an upright position. And let's come into a comfortable sitting position. Cross-legged or on a chair, whatever's going to work for you. Straight spine, lift the chest, lift the gaze behind closed eyelids, but keep the chin level. Feel yourself breathing with God. It's like each of you has responsibility for one part of the breath, the inhalation or the exhalation. You decide who has which. But just feel that partnership like you're on a seesaw together, breathing easily. We're going to do one of my favorite affirmations, affirmation from Paramahansa Yogananda. Truly an affirmation of divine partnership. I'll say it through once, and then I'll say it phrase by phrase, and you can repeat it out loud if possible. If not out loud, then silently but strongly. The full affirmation is this: I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. So let's repeat it together now with a lot of energy. Focus at the point between the eyebrows. I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. With even more energy, I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. A little more quietly, with even more energy, I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. Now softer, but with even more energy along with me. I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. In a whisper, I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. Softer still. I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. And now silently along with me, I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. Continue on your own, silently. I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. Now with this perfect faith, with this feeling of divine partnership, visualize yourself going into your next activity that you'll do after this class. Whatever it may be, feel that you're doing it with God. That God is flowing through you to enable every movement, every word, every thought. It's just an expression of spirit moving through you joyfully, powerfully, lovingly. prepare the mind to come back to an outward state of awareness. As you're ready, slowly open the eyes once again. And feel that with outward awareness, just as with inward awareness, that God is there with you, helping you. Above all, being your friend and helpmate. You visualized it. Now go do it. And feel the sweetness of the divine partnership that will help you achieve whatever you set your mind to in this life. Joy to you.